All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2019 Jay Swanson Memorial. This is the 23rd annual, first time being hosted here at Griff's. We've got Gary Lutman versus Ernesto Dominguez. This is excuse me, A-side action. This is going to be a race to 8. We are playing 9-ball, alternating breaks, back your own. Cue ball fouls only, and the 3-foul rule is in effect. Ernesto put on a fantastic performance this morning in his first match. Haven't got a chance to watch Mr. Lutman play yet today, so this should be a good match.
Oh yeah, this should be a very, very good match. Ernesto, I've known probably 1,000 years. Unbelievable, he just seems to get better and better. Age doesn't seem to bother him. Speaking of Ernesto, how many people do you know, Ben, that has a son that plays, shoots the lights out? I mean, you got Ernesto, and then you got his son, Oscar. I mean, shoots the lights out. I would have liked to have seen a match between Ernesto Dominguez and his son, Oscar, versus Lou Machine Gun Butera and Sal. That would have been awesome. Oh yeah. Boy, let's get it on with that. But unfortunately, we have lost Lou, and it's a shame. But boy, a father-son combination like that, unbelievable.
Yeah, that'd be two dangerous Scotch pairings right there.
Look at that. Look at this. He might come back. He almost.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He almost got a good hit. I mean, he hit the 2, almost got back to the rail. Unbelievable. Well, I tell you, you see some strange things happen in the game of pool. Unbelievable.
There, good speed. Do you go underneath this ball and play the 5 in the same pocket?
That's a good assumption there, and I think it's something that he wishes he would have done, because now he knows he made a bad shot too. But yeah, I like your assumption of that. Try to play the 4 and the 5 in the same pocket. He gambled a little bit there, and now he's got to pay the price.
Well, I don't know if you saw his first match with against Lance Salazar. This man kicked in everything he kicked at. He didn't just hit it. He was kicking them in. It was a treat just to watch kick after kick going in.
You talking about Ernesto?
I am.
Well, this guy, I mean, I've known him for 1,000 years, and he just constantly, throughout the years, has worked on his game, and is now just, he's a threat in any tournament he plays in, Ernesto. He just constantly gets better. Age doesn't seem to bother him at all. He just gets up there and does his thing, and he's always trying to learn as much as he can, and boy, has he ever improved throughout the years.
He's a lot of fun to watch. He gave him a window.
I believe he might have left a window here. Cross side, going to try to play the 5-ball cross sides.
Held it up just a little too much. It's going to give Gary an opportunity to put the first mark up. Gary Lutman is a phenomenal bank pool player as well. Very good bank pool player.
I've never had the opportunity to watch him play. I've heard his name, of course, like I hear a lot of people's names, but I've never had the opportunity to really watch him play.
Yeah, he banks them really well.
Tough here. Got a little tough here.
Gotta eat your Wheaties for this one.
I think he's just going to roll now. He tried to see. There you go. You got a shot that's a hanger to make. You're trying to do something fancy with the cue ball, and you end up missing the ball. If I would have been shooting that shot, I would have rolled the 8 in.
Just taking the slightly tougher shot.
I'll take my chances with the 9. And he tried to do something that, well.
Wow, look at this.
He ended up missing a hanger on the 8 ball.
Table's rolling that way.
Well, now you're going to try to cut this in, or are you going to try to bank it?
I personally like to cut it. Just in case I miss it, it ends up table. Ooh, we overcut it.
Well, one thing for sure, he knew he was going to leave his cue ball on the end rail. So if he does miss, you can leave that cue ball on the end rail. Very difficult, no matter where the 9 ball gets. A difficult shot when you're on the end rail. Looks as though he might try to play this ball in the side pocket. No, he's going to bank it. Wow, you were right, Ben. This guy banks the balls. Look out, Jackson.
He's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Wow. Sitting here with my partner in crime, Ben Stiller. He's telling me what's going on with the banks and everything. I'm wising me up a little bit.
The banks are open 24 hours a day for that, man.
Yeah, looks like it. Unbelievable. Nice shot.
July 22nd through July 26th at the Rio Hotel and Casino. We've got the 2019 Predator World 10-Ball Championships. $100,000 added. This is going to be taking place during the BCAPL and USAPL Championships here in Las Vegas at the Rio. This event is limited to 64 players. Some of the details are still being worked out. For more information, please check out world10ball.com. world10ball.com. Looking break shot there.
Now, are they playing fouls on a cue ball only?
Yes, cue ball only.
Okay.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
He played that with top and right and was able to manipulate it backwards. That was.
Yeah, he made it look easy, but
did.
you know, that was a good shot.
He's like a fine wine.
Yep.
Does that mean Oscar's just going to keep getting better with age too? The whole world's in trouble then.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, something about this guy Ernesto, he just seems to get better and better, and like he's getting younger and younger. I don't know. Former member of the Moscone Cup. When you can play for America on the Moscone Cup, I'm going to tell you what, you know you're a good player.
Did Ernesto play on the Moscone Cup?
Yep, yep, he was on the Moscone Cup.
I didn't know that. Father and son.
Right.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
I did not know that Ernesto was on a Moscone Cup team.
Wow, look at that shot.
When was the first Moscone Cup? 92, 93?
I think it was in 1993, I
Jeanette
believe.
Lee was on that team.
Jeanette was on the Moscone Cup?
And I'm not going to say I didn't believe her, but she's the one that told me, and I ended up looking up the roster for that year, and her and I think Mike Mass, I believe she was the only female that's represented Team USA on a Moscone Cup team.
Huh. Oh.
She played in the very first one in USA 1.
Well, this past year, I believe it was the first time the Americans had won in like 9 years. And they didn't just get beat. I mean, they got trounced on.
Yeah, for a lot of years.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. Amazing players, Europeans.
May 24th through June 1st here at Griff's, we've got the U.S. Open Bank Pool Championship, U.S. Open Straight Pool Championship, and the U.S. Open One Pocket Championship. The all-around champion wins a $3,500 bonus and an invitation to the $100,000 added Predator World 10-ball event in July. Runner-up will receive $1,500. You must play all 3 events to be eligible for that all-around. You can't just play 1 or 2. You got to play all 3 of them.
Defensive shot there by Ernesto.
Lee Harvey to the tournament desk. Joe Delio to the tournament desk.
And good hit there by Lutman. He has left Ernesto in a bad situation here, I can tell you that. This is not going to be an easy hit unless he can massay it between the 3 and the 7. That's what he did. He hit it with a little.
He spun that ball.
He gave it a little bit of massay. He hit it perfect.
Snuggle up on that 7 there.
He's going to try to. A very nice shot there. Gary won't have any problems hitting this ball, but who knows where it's going to go. Shot, very nice. He has put Ernesto in trouble. We got playing a game of safeties here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Who's going to outfox who? We shall see.
Kind of opened up the 5 a little bit there.
All right. Next up on table number 24, Joe Delio and Lee Harvey. Lee Harvey and Joe Delio.
Good touch.
Table 24.
Spun that ball in and navigated between traffic pretty nicely.
Position, perfect position there.
want to be elevated.
Well, one thing about this shot, he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball. Make the 5 down in the corner. Cue ball bounces off the rail, perfect for the 6. So he doesn't have to do anything fancy here, which is good for him because he, like you say, he's right over that 7 ball quite a bit. Just got to make the shot, of which he could not.
He's not going to be happy with that.
Ernesto with somewhat of a gift, shall we say. It looked as though Lutman, if he makes a 5 ball, the game was over, perhaps. Well, he hung it in the jaws.
And just like that, Mr. Dominguez takes a 2-1 lead.
Rocking and rolling here at Griff's, the Jay Swanson Memorial. We're getting ready to give the answer to what was Swanee's real nickname. What I used to call him all the time.
While we're thinking about that, let's give a shout out to Discount Custom Apparel. Visit dcashirts.com. They are the official apparel of CueSports International. Go get you some custom clothes made. Gonna have to check them out. Cue ball got away from him a little bit there, but he made a ball. He'll get to stay at the table. You like playing this in the side and nudging the deuce with the cue ball, or you go up table?
I would play it straight in a corner like that because you got easy shape for the 2 ball. But no matter what, even if he'd have made that, when you take a look at the layout of the balls here, where the 3 is and where the 5 is, you know, it was no bargain. Even if he made the 1 ball, he still had a real tough run out to get out from that, you know, where the balls are positioned.
Gary missed a bank shot?
I thought he was going to duck the cue ball behind the 3 and the 6 there, but he decided to go for the bank. So apparently you're right. This guy is an excellent bank pool player. He could have played safe, but he chose not to. Tough break there for Ernesto.
And Karam looks like it might be on.
Difficult shot. Very difficult to try to play this Karam. I don't think he's going to try to play the Karam shot. And he's going to try to duck it there and hope to get safe, which he did. Good shot, Ernesto.
Yes, sir.
This is a tough hit. needless to say. No, I guess it wasn't. Nice shot there by Gary Lutman. That was tough just to hit that ball.
Yeah, it was. What do you do here? Nothing aggressive. A right-hand spin behind the 7.
No, I don't believe so. It was a good call on your part, but I didn't think he had the right angle to do that, to spin it behind the 7.
Ernesto's about to say, hey, I can bank 2. Check me out.
That's right. There you go. Nice shot, Ernesto.
He would have liked to have been on the other side of it, but he'll play this with some top inside and put himself right back in line. Very nicely. Just kill the ball right there. Go back and forth.
I figured he would go back and forth on that.
Yeah.
Try to get a little closer to the 9. Look at this.
Wow.
Have we not seen some 9 balls missed, Ben? I mean, unbelievable how many 9 balls that we have seen missed.
I'm going to make another observation and say most of them have been that corner pocket.
Yeah, I was just going to say these 2 corner pockets, unbelievable how many 9 balls have been missed.
Wow.
So,
wow.
I guess Gary and Ernesto are even on the gifts. They've given each other each one.
It happens to the best of them. That's all there is to it, you know. Tough game, this game called pool. I have missed balls in my life that you cannot believe.
Come on, man.
I mean, I have missed balls that you could have thrown to Q from 100 yards away and made it. I mean to tell you.
Floyd didn't miss too much.
Yeah, well, I've missed some easy ones. I'm talking hanging in the jaws, just impossible to miss. And then the next thing you know, the ball's still sitting there.
Yeah, some guys at the 71 and 72 start, I think.
We have a dry break. And the table is wide open. Let's see what Ernesto can put together here.
Well, he has an opportunity here. They can just get the right angle on the 2 ball.
I think he'd like to be about dead straight on the 2, wouldn't he?
That's right. You got to get the right angle on the 2 ball. Good speed. He's got it. He is right where he wants to be. Draw back, play for 3 in a corner, and then they're going to play the 4 in the side, the same place that he is playing. He didn't like that. I mean, I don't know. These
seemed like he rushed that shot a little bit.
I'm seeing some silly mistakes here, Ben.
I feel like he didn't go through his normal pre-shot routine there. I feel like he rushed that one.
Good shot.
Yeah, he's right back in line for the 4 on the side.
You know, hill for a climber, though. Take your medicine here, or do you spin around?
Well, one thing I'm not going to do is miss this 6 ball, okay? Do not miss the 6 ball.
Could have been better, could have been worse.
Tough and stuff here.
Just play it with some draw, maybe kiss off the 9 with the cue ball. Not underneath it.
Wow.
I figured he might play the top off the top of the 9 and stay above the 8.
Difficult city right now, I can tell you that. I don't care which way he goes. He's got to make a very, very nice shot. And do not worry about the 9. Just make the ball. That's number 1. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yes, it was.
Okay, but he's still got a tough shot here on the 9. He missed the 9 the last game, which was a very makeable shot, an easier shot than this shot. Okay, nice out, Ernesto. Very nice.
Yeah, it was.
This is a bit of a strange match that we have going on here. Looks like Lutman has the advantage. Then it was Ernesto. Then it was Lutman. I mean, kind of a strange match here so far.
Big thank you. Big thank you goes out to Predator. Please visit PredatorCues.com for all your pool cue and glove needs. Predator is the official cue and the official glove of CueSports International. So we thank them for their support and all that they do with this event and many other events that we host. Please visit PredatorCues.com for any cue and glove needs.
Okay, after this rack, Ben, we are going to relinquish the information
All right.
of what I nicknamed Jay Swanson.
I wasn't around in the 70s. So
Talking about an old television series in, I believe, the 1970s.
was it color or was it black and white?
It would have been color.
Was it a series that started in black and white and then graduated to color as color came around?
No, it started in color.
Okay.
You got to go way back when TV was just black and white. I mean,
I'm
you got to
thinking
go
like
back
Leave
to,
It to Beaver days.
you got to go back to, but yeah, about 1961 and stuff like that.
70s. So that was about the Happy Days era? Or was that 60s?
Yeah, so to speak, Happy Days. That was a 70s show.
All right. Next match, table 26. Randy Cookland, round A.
Well, I know what I would do here, but I don't think you would agree with it.
What
I'm
is-
loading up with draw. And I'm drawing all the way back up head table. Oh my gosh, did he just do my shot?
That's what he did. This is a strange match because each player has had opportunities, and they're very good players, but they just keep giving away opportunities. So this is a strange match as who is going to win this match because Ernesto keeps giving games to Lutman. Lutman gives games right back to him. I mean, what is going to happen here? I don't know. Seems kind of like neither player wants to win this match. I mean, this has been a strange one.
I'm sure they both want to win. I think they're both getting tired. I know it's
I'll tell you what, he ain't got no bargain here. Once again, I mean, he had an open frame, and he has. This is a troublesome shot here. I mean, this is no bargain. You got to try to get position on the 7. There you go, trying to do something fancy with the cue ball again. Myself, I would have just tried to, make the 6, obviously, but at least I'm still at the table. I might not have a good shot at the 7, but I can play defense. Don't be afraid to play defense.
First one, Trent.
Okay, nice shot, but I think he's gonna.
I think it leaked out enough for the cross bank.
Yeah.
I know Gary. 1-2 fire. Oof.
Very close, very close. And this is no bargain. I mean, wow, this is a strange match so far.
Overcut it just a touch.
But he had the type of shot there where you might get lucky and snooker the guy if he misses, and that's exactly what happened. I believe he's hooked on this shot. Is he hooked? No,
He's getting
maybe.
right down on it, I think.
No,
you can see
I
it.
guess not. Guess not. See what I mean? This is a strange match. Both these guys play much, much better than what you're seeing. I can assure you of that.
There's something funny going on at the moment.
Yeah, it sure is. It's strange. I mean, both these guys are excellent players. Kind of can't believe what I'm seeing here. Now, if he misses this 9-ball, I'm getting out of here, okay? I'm leaving. No, I am. I'm leaving him.
I'm hopping in the car with you.
Okay. 4-2, Ernesto. A very fortunate 4-2.
Yeah, it's been Christmas around here. They're both just
okay. Well,
giving each other
Lutman knows
gifts.
it. He's headed to the restroom to try to get himself together. So, what better time to take out? Let's talk about a show back in the 1970s. There was a show, a television series, and when I saw this show, I said, that is Jay Swanson. The name of the show was called Gentle Ben. Did you ever hear of the show, Gentle Ben?
Of course I have. And that's my name.
It was about a big
bear.
guy who had a pet grizzly bear.
Yep.
And the bear's name was Ben. And that show just reminded me so much of Jay Swanson, because Jay Swanson was a big guy and carried an even bigger stick, okay? And he reminded me so much of that grizzly bear, Gentle Ben.
Gentle Ben.
Uh-huh.
I like it. So subliminally,
Yep.
Jay Swanson and I have something in common.
Yeah, I was hurt when I heard the news of Jay passing away years ago, and I don't know, I've had so many good friends pass away. Jimmy Fusco, Larry Lascotti, Cole Dixon. I mean, go on and on and on, guys that I had the opportunity to play with and be friends with many, many years ago. Same as Ed Kelly, who just passed away recently, about a month and a half ago. And I don't know, they're all up there in the big pool room in the sky. I'll be joining them soon.
They're the pool gods.
I'm sure they're up there having a great time and never missing a ball.
Well, they didn't miss much while they were down here either.
No, they didn't. I mean, I've had the opportunity to play with the outstanding players of the last 50, 60 years. I mean,
all right, looks like Mr. Lutman has made his way back. If you're just tuning in, this is the 2019 Jay Swanson Memorial, also known as the Swanee, coming to you live from Griff's here in beautiful Las Vegas. All frontside matches are races to 8. All backside matches are races to 7 in an alternate break 9-ball format. Magic rack is allowed, but it's not mandatory. It's an alternating break, rack your own. The 3-foul rule is in effect, and we are playing cue ball fouls only. Gary's poised to tear apart rack number 7, trailing by a score of 2-4.
And I'll tell you another amazing thing about Jay Swanson. Not only was he a left-handed player, we already know that every left-handed player that ever lived, it was fantastic. But he only had one eye. To the best of my knowledge, he had one eye.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. And I have seen some terrific players with only one eye. As a matter of fact, we got one lives right here in town, Jim Blakeman. He only has one eye. He's won the
Mercer 2 or 3 times in a
he's
row,
won it
didn't he?
3 times. He's won it.
I think he won it twice in a row at one point. I didn't know that.
How do you do that with one eye? It's mind-boggling to me.
Niels Fine from Europe. He's also got one eye.
Wow.
I mean, he's got both eyes, but he's only got vision in one.
Uh-huh.
And if what I read was correct, he's only got about 60% vision in that one eye.
Pretty amazing.
So he's playing world-class pool with half an eye, essentially.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I think if there was any one player that I could emulate their mechanics, it would be Niels Fine. I absolutely love his mechanics, his demeanor, his mental game. Everything is just amazing to me.
The mental part of it is so important. Once I was talking with Joe Balsas, and I asked Joe what he thought was the most important thing in the game of pool. And he said concentration. Your concentration is, and I agree with him, the concentration is, you just got to block out everything, and the crowd, this and that. You just got to get into the game so much concentration-wise. And when you're like that, you're ready to play. And when your concentration is great, you're ready to play.
Well, Gary drew that ball back about a foot further than he had intended.
Well, nice. No. See, I don't believe what I'm seeing here, Ben. Once again, the 9-ball hanging down there in the same pocket that we've seen about 15 times already. Unbelievable.
Well, before you got here today, too, the first 3 or 4 matches today, that same pocket we're looking at right now is the majority of the balls were missed in.
Unbelievable. Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't like his shot selection there anyway, trying to backwards cut that 9-ball into the pocket.
You like the bank?
I was surprised that he was going to try to shoot that as opposed to something else, because it looked like a really tough shot, and as it turned out, it was.
Coming up July 17th through July 27th at the Rio Hotel and Casino, we have the USAPL National Championships. There's over 600 league players, more than 700 mini tournaments, more than 300 diamond pool tables, more than 40 vendors. It's a pool player's dream. July 17th through the 27th at the Rio Hotel and Casino.
Well, I wish they'd have had all this stuff when I was a kid. But like I said, they didn't have a whole lot of tournaments back then. It was basically like if you wanted to make a living playing pool, you were forced to gamble because there just wasn't enough tournaments. You had to gamble, Today it's different. If you're a tremendous player, they have so many tournaments nowadays that you can make a decent living if you're a good enough player. But we didn't have that option back in the days. Just wasn't enough tournaments. But pool has really taken off. It's such a popular game now all over the world.
Well, you look at that safety.
Yep.
Jeez.
There'll be no jump cue here.
Yeah, I hope you brought bail money.
Now, this is what I'm talking about, Ben. How do you hit this ball? Now, a 3-cushion billiard player would know how to hit this ball. If it's possible to hit, some shots are just not possible to hit. And in the world of 3-cushion billiards, we call those shots windies. Have you ever heard the expression windy?
Like a flyer?
It's a shot that just won't go. Billiard players call them a windy, impossible shot. Now, he might be looking at a windy right here. I mean, which way would you try to go to hit this ball? Okay? I mean, this is a very, very difficult hit. He's a big, big underdog to hit this ball. He might not even come close to it. And he didn't. See, he missed it by 1.5 feet. Now, if he had billiard knowledge, he would have known that he cannot go that way to try to hit that ball. And there might not have been a way to hit that ball. I mean, Ernesto just locked him up like unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a nasty safety.
Oh, yeah. He was a big underdog to hit that ball.
How old was Jay when he passed away? Would you say he was 52?
Jay was 52 years old and passed away, I believe, 1996. Yeah. This is the 23rd annual Jay Swanson Memorial. So yeah, it sounds.
Maybe it was 95 then.
1996 is, 'cause I believe they probably started the first memorial in what, 97 would be. Well, this is the 23rd, so it would be, I would say 97. They started the Jay Swanson Memorial.
Ernesto with a 6-2 lead over Gary Lutman here.
Yeah, unbelievable that he's got a 6-2 lead when you think about it. I mean,
It's been such a crazy match.
yeah, it has been
Lots of unexpected things so far.
multiple mistakes by both players, and you just don't figure to see that with guys of this caliber.
Right alongside those US APL Nationals I was talking about, we've got the BC APL World Championships. Same dates, same location, July 17th through July 27th at the Rio. Check out playcsipool.com/events for more information or to sign up for events. And check our tournament schedule as well. It's a healthy one. See if Mr. Lutman can pull it together and run these balls out.
Well, he has a very good opportunity, but the way this match has been going, you got to wonder whether he can run these balls out. Waltzing around the table now with some speed. Looks as though he's gaining confidence. Wow, he almost bobbled that ball. Why he hit it so hard, I do not know. But he almost hung that ball, Ben.
He did. That one 2 or 3 railed in there. Told you he's a banker.
Unbelievable. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. That's unbelievable.
I think was that the first break and run this set? Or did Ernesto have one earlier?
I don't know. If they've both had, I would say, equal opportunities. It's amazing to me that Ernesto has a 6-3 lead.
I want to give a shout out and thank you to another one of our sponsors, JB Cases, the official case of CueSports International. Please visit jbcases.com for your custom Cue case. And remember, folks, protection matters. Wow. Don't forget it.
Wow, nice break there, nice break. Won't get anything for it because Chew is down there and not going to get anything for it, but he had a really powerful break there.
He made 2, but he doesn't have anything on offer, so he's going to push out.
Got to push out. Ernesto is a very experienced player when it comes to playing push out. He's been around the game a long time. And there's an art to playing push out, trust me, you know. Back in the day, we used to play the game, you know, the whole game of push out, you know, but today they only do it over the opening break. But back in the day, playing push out was a way to play. Anytime you got in trouble, you could push out, not just on the opening break, but anytime. So there's an art to knowing where to push and where not to push.
Which form of rotation do you prefer? This modern form or the...
Well, I grew up playing this game the way it was designed to be played, you know. Call me old-fashioned or whatever, but to think that, like I said earlier, to think that you don't even see a spot shot in the game anymore, that's, to me, is just not pool, you know. To take the spot shot out of the game of pool, the oldest shot that there is in pool, like I said, I've seen a lot of matches won and lost because of a spot shot. A spot shot on a big table is not a gimme. When you scratch on the 8 and you get a ball in hand, well, the game is over. But not the way it was back in the day. You scratched on the 8, you spotted that 8, the game is not over. And that's the difference with the pool today. You know, there's so many different rule changes. Now, I can tell you for sure, when you talk about all the rule changes that there has been in pool, what is the reason for all these rule changes? Look at this, he missed that 4 ball, unbelievable.
What is the reason, or who is the reason?
What is the reason for all these rule changes? Boy, Gary Lutman is really not a happy camper right now. He almost broke his cue.
I know some rules have been modified due to certain players finding ways to manipulate current rules, like a soft break or racking balls in a specific pattern.
Hey, listen, that's all part of the game, okay? That's all part of getting up there and rumbling. They change all these rules for one specific reason, to make the match go faster, okay? We all know that tournaments are always running late, you know. People take more time when they're in a tournament than they normally do. So they've made all these rule changes to make the game go faster. And I can understand that. But if you want to, you know, what can I say? Make them play a shorter race, but don't change the rules. Play the game the way the game was designed to be played. If these players are going to keep taking, 3 hours to play a match, well, then you're going to have to shorten the race. But you don't take the game and make a joke out of it. You know what I'm saying?
So you prefer the old form?
I prefer to play the game the way it was designed to be played. Boy, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. We have balls, they're just missing balls everywhere. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. These guys play too good for this, I can tell you that.
This is certainly a strange match.
Yeah, it is.
That was a really nice shot, good touch. Control of the speed there.
If Ernesto doesn't get out here, I'm leaving, okay?
All right.
Here we go with that 9 back in the same pocket, Ben. Yeah.
He said, not this time.
Yeah. Gary Lutman, he is beside himself right now. And I know the feeling. I mean, you have opportunities to win games, and you just keep losing game after game. It's a terrible feeling, but that's pool, you know. I mean, you're talking about the most difficult of all non-physical sports, pocket billiards, okay? You got to have your mind right. If your mind isn't right, you're in a lot of trouble.
I want to give a shout out and a thank you to another one of our feature sponsors, Simonis Cloth. Go to SimonisCloth.com and see why Simonis is the best and most trusted cloth in billiards. This beautiful blue cloth you see on the bed of this pool table happens to be Simonis 860. They are the official cloth of CueSports International, and we thank them for their support and their excellent quality product. Gary banked the 1, but I think that's where the run ends.
That's where it ends is right.
He's going to be ducking. He can feather it behind the 5, or he can get a little aggressive and go behind. Oh.
He did not even get a rail. See, right now, he's a very frustrated player, and when you get frustrated, the party's over. You can't do anything right. His mind is not right now. And I mean to tell you, I know what all about it. I've been there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And we've all been there, you know. And he is just...
seems like every time
he's like hoping the match ends right now, you know, because he doesn't want to shoot no more. He is too frustrated to shoot. He has had multiple opportunities and has not been able to do hardly anything right, which is amazing because he's such a good player. And now Ernesto feels loose as a goose. He's like, well, geez, it doesn't matter if I miss this ball or not. My opponent can't get out.
Yeah. It's a brutal spot for Gary to be in. And like you said, we've all been there, and it sucks, so we can relate. But
it's a terrible feeling, I tell you. You know, I mean, that's the way it goes. You got to get your mind right.
Yeah, and especially in this game. More so in this game than probably any other game.
Well, I thought this was going to be a match that might go down to the hill bend, but Ernesto is going to win this. Look at this. I'm leaving. I'm heading out the door. I am. Jimmy Moore, you take my place. I'm out of here. Go ahead, I'm out of here. I can't stand this torture. This is torture. You understand this? I am not going to be tortured like this.
Okay, Jim. We'll be all right. It's all good, Jim. We'll be all right. Got to make a match out of it, right?
We're gonna flip flop Jimmy Mataya with Jimmy Moore.
Yeah, 2 JMs. You can't
right.
go wrong there. 2 JMs, right? I got my coffee. I'm good.
I thought he was kidding at first. I didn't think he was actually gonna get up and walk away.
I think he wants to see. No, he was a little frustrated after that last shot, I think. But anyway, wow. You know, stuff like that can turn around and bite you, you know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, big time.
July 22nd through July 26th at the Rio Hotel and Casino, we've got the CSI Predator World 10-Ball Championships. It's going to happen during the BCA APL and the USAPL Championships here in Las Vegas. It will take place July 22nd through the 26th. Details are still being worked out on that. Please check world10ball.com for more details.
Well, he can make amends here if he can get a good break and get out. He hit a pretty good break, but they didn't roll too good. Yeah, got a pretty good safety here, I think. Push it by the 2 and you stick the cue ball behind the 2.
Yes.
Unless he can make it, I don't know if it doesn't. I don't think he can make it. He might.
I don't think it passes.
I don't think so either.
I mean, it passes, but I don't
barely,
think
yeah. I don't think he's got enough room to go down the hole with it. That's what he's going to do. I figured that.
He already knows Gary's frustrated because he's just going to twist the knife a little more.
Yeah, but he really had nothing there. He had
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was the right shot to take.
Absolutely,
but it's probably just adds.
Especially after missing that 7 last game. You got to forget about that, throw it out the window, and play this game like it's a new game. It's hard to forget that stuff sometimes.
Well, I got a pretty nasty look through the window here from Gary when Jimmy said what he said and got up and walked away. Gary kind of looked over here like he was.
Can Gary hear us talking?
He can't hear us talking, but I think when Jimmy got up, it was a little bit.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, well.
I just.
Whatever.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to add to their frustration or be.
Yeah, I'm just I'm just an observer. I don't want to be involved with nothing else. Well, he's got a chance to make amends here.
Yeah.
They're all right there.
It's a wide open table.
Oh, yeah, they're all right there.
This has been such a funky match.
So, yeah, the 4 is the key. He gets on the 4, it's over. He come up too far. I mean, he's okay, but he didn't want to come that far. He wanted to shoot and stop. He can't do that. Yeah, if he don't get out here.
Are you going to go home too?
Hey, you know what? I don't know. He hit that pretty good. Center of the table, that's where he needed to be.
Oh, I hope Gary isn't upset with me or.
If he is, it's because he's not playing good. He didn't play good. Neither one of them really, though.
Yeah, they both struggle. You and I know how well these guys actually play. But
oh, absolutely.
Looks like I'm not not even a
Yeah,
second.
absolutely.
Ernesto takes it down by a score of 8-4.
8-4.
I know neither of them are happy with their performance, but
No,
someone had to win.
wasn't pretty. Yet.
Someone had to win, and someone had to lose. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with our next stream. Not quite sure who it is yet, but we'll be back here shortly. Want to give a thank you one more time to JB Cases, Predator Cues, Griff's Billiards, Simonis Cloth, and Discount Custom Apparel.
Wow, you're good, man.
Thank you.
You're good.
Please.